Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
Ẹni tó bá jẹ dòdò kò ní lọ sọ òdodo. You will not be able to ask them questions and challenge them when they go wrong. Now, this is one of the most important aspects of politics. Then the next one that I really want to mention that is going on is that elections are conditional on parties. You can never win any election in Nigeria unless you belong to a political party. The Constitution insists that you must belong to a political party before you can stand for elections. This is a major stumbling block to popular individuals whose their party refuse to nominate for positions. And there is no independent candidacy, and that is where I'm going. There should be independent candidates. Somebody who is popular in his own ward, in his own local government, or in his own state, supposed to be able to stand for election. Example is Macron, the present president of France. He was thrown out of the Socialist Party of France because of anti-party activity, so-called. He formed a movement and he won an election. Today, he's in control of the National Assembly in France. That is, most of the legislatures belong to his movement. So we don't have that in Nigeria. Then another aspect that we must always look at now is the question of godfatherism. In the Nigerian context, if you want to contest any election, maybe local election, councillorship, chairmanship of local government, state assembly, federal, and senate, you must have a godfather. Somebody must sponsor you or nominate you into that position before the party will now back you up and make you their candidate. Again, this is anti-democratic. But it happens even in the West, in the developed democracies. Your party must have the power to get you nominated. But you must know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. So it's part of the critique of democracy that some people are very strong within the party and they are the one to nominate and get people into positions. Then the one I want to go into is the improvement in our political process, in our electoral process. There has been improvement. I was part of the group that designed option A4 under Professor Friwosu, Professor Afokanweke, Professor Adele Jinodu, Professor Omorui. We discovered that Nigerians are very clever in rigging elections. They will wear big agbada loaded with votes. They will go into the polling unit and stuff the ballot box from the pockets. Women will go in pregnant and come out delivered. So we now design the option A4, open ballot system. The sophisticated democracies, the advanced democracies. Let us make it simple for our people. Let everybody line up behind their candidate. Okay, you want to be a councillor, no problem. Let your people line up. There are 3 candidates or 3 political parties. APC, please line up behind the APC candidate. PDP, line up behind the PDP candidate. Obedience, line up behind the Labour Party candidates. That way, everybody can see what is going on, and then the vote is counted at the end of the day, and the winner is declared. That is the best method for us in this part of the world. But the sophisticated elites and the political class say that is primitive. It's not sophisticated enough. Can't we modify it so they will have chance to read? Okay? And they will now modify it. You go and fill a piece of paper and then come and drop it in front of everybody. It worked. That's what got Abiola elected in 1993, Hope 93. That's what got him elected. He defeated over in 14 states. We have declared results in 14 states before the military interjected and spoiled the process. And all of us ran back to our universities where they were looking for us. Because our great Professor Friwos was arrested, Professor Moruye went into hiding, and all of us who are younger elements, we ran back to the campus. And we have never been involved in politics ever since. Because they really frightened us, you know. Because Professor Moruye was shot 6 times, but he was lucky. None of the bullets hit any major organs, and he recovered. But it's of blessed memory today. We recognize that. Then, the next thing I want to mention, sir, is that we have problem with thuggery and hooliganism during election campaign, on the day of the election, and in the post-election period. Again, the political class are responsible for this. It's a do or die affair for some politicians. They have made up their mind, they must win their constituency. And if they don't win, then that is, we scatter everything if we are not going to win. That spirit of spoiling things is no longer going to work. Because now we have gotten what we call technological improvements. The card reader, the thumb printing, the face recognition, covers. We are bringing in technology to stop the thuggery, ballot box snatching, and pilfering of ballot box. You know, we have been able to do that. Now, let me say, what is the role of government in the electoral process? Government has really tried. It's just, as government is planning good things, politicians who don't agree also are planning alternative. Don't let us say bad things, but they are planning alternative. What has government do or done? Government have given a lot of money to INEC to print electoral materials, to buy new equipment, technologically modern equipment, to make sure that the electoral process is smooth and is without problems. But what does politicians do? They go and get clever people to try and find ways around the technology. In the last election, hackers, that is clever boys and girls who knows about computing, to try to enter into the INEC server. That is the INEC computer engine room, so that they can put in the figures which they want in order to win elections. But you see, as ọmọdé gbọ́ àgbà kan la fi dálẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀, and I will add to you that it's not kí n ṣe lẹ́fẹ̀ nìkan o, gbogbo Yorùbá land ni, gbogbo towns and cities wa ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n ni la fi mú dúró. Now, we were able, the INEC people were able to counteract.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.